Visa refusals higher than 50%. Fraudulent course providers face closure, increasing the amount of savings international students will need to get a student visa, and much more. The Minister of Home Affairs, Claire O'Neill, provided a statement with a package of measures to support integrity in the international education system and to support genuine international students. In this video, I'll show you one by one and explain the reason why they made this decision. Update number 1. Australian government bans concurrent study for international students. Claire O'Neill, Minister for Home Affairs, announced the government had closed a loophole that allows education providers to shift international students who have been in Australia for less than 6 months. But what does it mean? It means that the providers will no longer be allowed to enroll students in additional courses if they have not finished at least 6 months of their main course. But why? Recent investigations have brought to light the misuse of concurrent enrollment as a significant concern affecting the credibility of the international education sector. Also, concerns have arisen regarding international students who might abandon their primary course in favor of cheaper vocational training or choose to enter workforce before their visa permits. Just for you to have an idea, in numbers, the first half of 2023, 17,000 concurrent enrollments were created, compared to approximately 10,500 for the same period in 2019 and 2022 combined. The Minister for Education, Jason Clare, expressed his concern regarding education and training providers trying to exploit students. He said, "As students have come back, so have some dodgy and unscrupulous players who are trying to take advantage of them. This change will work to stop predatory second providers from enrolling students before they have studied for the required 6 months at their first provider." So, when will it be effective? Now. This change takes effect immediately. Update number 2. The government is set to raise the minimum savings requirement for international student visa applications. What does it mean? When applying for a student visa, some applications are required to prove enough money to stay during that period in Australia. With this change, the savings you have to add to your application will increase. Before, it was set as $21,041. From the 1st of October, international students will need to show evidence of $24,505 in savings, which is a 17% increase on current levels. According to the government, this adjustment is crucial, as the existing requirement, unchanged since 2019, no longer accurately reflects the increased cost of living. This change will ensure students coming to Australia to study can afford to support themselves and avoid an increased risk of exploitation due to an urgent need for employment. Update number 3. To prevent application fraud, the government will conduct additional examination on high-risk cohorts and request additional documents. The government will also consider using its powers to issue suspension certificates to high-risk education providers. A suspension certificate means providers would not be able to recruit international students. The government will promptly initiate consultations regarding potential regulations establishing specific criteria for issuing suspension certificates. These criteria may include instances of fraudulent document submission and a high rate of provider refusals. Of particular concern to the government are over 200 providers whose visa refusal rates are higher than 50%. Alright guys, pay attention. In a nutshell, as I mentioned in this video, the truth behind the 48 hours work restrictions, the government is completely aware of what's happening in the education system. They know how the students behave during their applications. They know what they do after they arrive regarding their study and work. They know that some education providers are misleading students to maximize their profits and so on. And the reason why I'm telling you that they are aware of everything what's going on in the education system, it's based on all the information that I have shared so far, plus look what the Minister for Home Affairs just said. Our message is clear. The party is over. The roads and loopholes that have plagued the system will be shut down. Well, in saying that, listen to me. Do not put your life, your money, and your dream in someone's hands and just leave it. Do not permit an education provider or an education agency to tell you what you have to do, then close your eyes and let it go. Believe it, that's what they are paid for. I know, and it's fair enough you have someone to guide you. However, you have to do your part. Search, watch, read the news, talk to other students. Stay informed and up to date about what's happening. Make sure your money is well invested and any organization is not misleading you to satisfy their needs instead of yours. Just as a note, I'm not including all education providers. There are good companies out there, but there are some of them who work in bad faith. Well, if you have any friends planning to come to Australia or any friends studying the country, share this video with them. Knowing the current scenario and how to deal with the challenges is crucial. And honestly, you might not find this kind of information in some businesses related to education, because in some cases this is not convenient and or beneficial for them. Check with your education provider, check with your education agent. Do they have this kind of information to share and provide with their students? Remember to follow us on our social media for more updates. Thanks for watching, see you next video.